Hey everyone, I'm really excited. I got my first ever graded Mexican Onza coins today. So the Mexican Libertad, Mexican Onza coins are becoming more and more my favorite silver coin. My last video I talked about how I got the 5 ounce Libertad at the Summer Fun Coin Show last week. So today I got my first ever graded 1 ounce silver coins of any kind, and I got 2 of the Mexican coins. So this one right here is a 1979 Onza MS64 grade, and then this one right here is a 2024 1 ounce silver MS69. So really pumped about that. I talked a lot about in my videos in the years past about how I pretty much, strictly focused on just bullion. Didn't really get into like collectors and graded coins and rare coins and things like that. But I've kind of bit the bug with this Mexican silver. I got the 5 ounce Libertad last week at the fun show, and now I got these. So I don't want to go too crazy with it. I still want my focus to be on stacking weight for gold and silver. But I think I do want to dabble a little bit into the graded coins for stuff that I specifically really like. And I think I can kind of see why people, kind of get going into that and get the graded coins, because these are really cool and really fun to buy. So I got this one right here, 1979 MS64. I paid $125 for that. Based on what I was seeing on eBay, it looked like, similar coins with the same grade and everything were being listed for around 145, 150. I saw a couple that were like way higher than that, but in general, I saw 145, 150 approximately. So 125, I was pretty happy with that. And then this one right here, 2024, I paid $100 for this. And same thing, I was seeing, online eBay listings for this exact coin with this exact grade year that were more like 115, 120. So seemingly got these each for, roughly $20 less than what it looks like they're being listed on eBay for right now. So I can't complain about that. Yeah, I want to make graded coins a relatively, small percentage of the overall value of my gold and silver, but I do want to get into it a little bit, focusing on the Mexican Libertad specifically. And then while I was there, I got this 1 ounce Koala Australian coin, and this coin is in really good condition. The guy told me that he was planning on, it's a 2022, by the way. The guy said he was planning on selling it as a full unopened roll, and that he dropped it and it like broke the seal of the container or something like that. So he ended up breaking them open, and they, like, when you looked into the silver bullion rack case that he had, these were like glowing, like they were, it was just hard to explain, but he had like 15 of them, and they got your attention, like how nice of a condition they were. So I paid $70 for this, which with silver being at 60 bucks, that's like kind of steep for a 1 ounce bullion, even for like a sovereign. But because of just the really nice condition, I felt that it was worth it. I have some Australian silver coins, but I don't have a koala. I have like the kookaburra, the crocodile, the spider. So this is my first koala. So yeah, I'm overall pretty happy with it. It might have been a few dollars more than like the ideal amount of premium to pay for a sovereign coin, but I think like the rarity of it and the condition of it is maybe worth $3 or $4. So can't really complain about that. Plus the guy gave me a really good deal on these other 2 anyway, so it's not a big deal. And then I actually, so that was at a different coin store today for these Mercury Dimes. So there's a store here where I live. When I talk about going to my local coin store, that's the one in the town that I live in, And I went there first this morning, about 30-40 minutes after they opened, and he didn't really have anything too crazy. So I just decided to get some Mercury Dimes because nothing in the 1 ounce section was really, you know, catching my eye. So for $50, I got 12 of the Mercury Dimes. Now the 90% silver is really out of favor right now. Premiums for buying it are very low. I think I got this for like $4 or $5 an ounce under spot. It was the, you know, certainly the cheapest silver in the whole store. And you know, if you have a short-term horizon, you know, the 90% silver is really bad to buy because dealers are not paying for it right now. Even with the low premium to spot to buy it, you still would take like a butchering if you just tried to sell it quickly after buying it. But I think, you know, if it remains the 90% silver, I think if it remains like a very small 2, 3, 4% of my overall silver stack, it's something that I am okay with like not getting rid of anytime soon and holding on for, you know, a long time, or certainly, you know, a while. And so I think there, you know, could come a time, I'm not predicting when because I have no idea when. I don't know if it's going to be in 6 months, a year, 2 years, 5 years, 10 years. But between now and the time I'm ready to retire in 30 some years, I think there is going to come a day when the premiums of 90% come back to, you know, relative normal, what we're used to experiencing before. And so again, I wouldn't go crazy with it. It's not my favorite. I wouldn't say go out and buy your whole stack in 90% silver. But I think if you know, right now is a good time to kind of diversify into it a little bit because the premiums are so low. And if you're in it for the long haul, then, you know, right now might be a good time to get a little bit because the premiums could return someday in the future. But yeah, not to go on too big of a tangent about that because the main thing here is these two graded coins, my first ever graded coins. I'm very excited about this and I want to continue to get more Libertads in the future. And then yeah, this other coin store, the one that I got these 3 ounces today, it's about 45 minutes from me. And so it's brand new. They opened in February, and in March I went there, and the guy gave me this. It's an MS62 Morgan. I never really had bought a graded coin before. This coin I'm holding in my hand here, this Morgan, he was like at the bank and had a sign on the door that said "Be right back." So we ended up waiting like 15 minutes for him to get back, which wasn't the end of the world. But long story short, this guy was like really nice. He's like, "Oh, I feel bad you were waiting while I was at the bank. You know, I'm new in business. I want to like gain customers, so I'm giving out good deals." So this Morgan, he sold me this in March. He sold me this for the price of a regular ungraded Morgan. And from what I can tell online, I'm not an expert, that these are actually worth, you know, at least a little bit more than a regular Morgan, $30, $40. So basically just like gave me $30 or $40 for free by selling to me this at regular price in March. So I wanted to support them. Nothing was really catching my eye at the store in town today. So I decided to make the 45-minute drive. And this guy, he's super cool. I'm happy for him. He said that business is going good. He's glad he started the store. And yeah, he hooked me up again today. I got to make an effort to, you know, give him more business. So my local coin store, they don't really do the graded coins and stuff like that. He just has, you know, bullion, gold, silver, platinum for the most part. So I think, you know, if I want to give this other guy some business every once in a while, I might start getting some of the graded coins if I want to get more graded coins, taking a drive down there. Yeah, so that's just the thing, you know, always be looking around, always be shopping at different places, because there's something to be found everywhere. And when you go to different coin shows and different coin stores, you can find different good deals at every place, and it just makes it, you know, that much cooler. It makes your stack that much more, you know, valuable or special, at least kind of the fun of finding a good deal or finding something you're excited about. So yeah, let me know what you think of these buys. Let me know what you think about these graded coins. And then, you know, I don't know how well it shows up on the camera here, But what do you think about this koala? Like, is it just me, or is this like really clean and really good condition? Yeah, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the video, and if you like hearing about gold and silver, make sure to subscribe.